content coach.
In the San Fernando Valley, a stunning death of a young NBA player is now under investigation.
TMZ reporting that Memphis Grizzlies forward 29-year-old Brandon Clarke died yesterday, possibly from a drug overdose. KTLA5's Jillian Smuckler joins us live with more on this breaking story. Jillian.
Hi guys, yeah, we are in Woodland Hills and neighbors here tell me this street was lined with police cars for several hours yesterday after you just mentioned it. Brandon Clarke reportedly found dead inside this home behind me, and even today there is still some activity happening. I'm going to step out of the way so you can get a better idea of what exactly is taking place. You can see that Lamborghini parked in the driveway here with that Tennessee license plate. That's been in the driveway all afternoon, and just within the last hour we actually watched a notary arrive at the property as investigators continue piecing together exactly what happened here. Now today, shock continues pouring in across the NBA after the Memphis Grizzlies forward died at just 29 years old. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that Brandon Clarke was found dead Monday evening inside a San Fernando Valley home. Now investigators say drug paraphernalia was found at the scene, and while the official cause of death has not been determined, the case is reportedly being investigated as a possible overdose. His death comes just weeks after Clarke was arrested in Arkansas on charges including possession and trafficking of a controlled substance following an alleged high-speed chase. Now Clarke, he spent his entire 7-year NBA career with Memphis after being drafted in 2019. Known for his energy on the court and his personality off of it, he averaged just over 10 points and 5 rebounds across more than 300 career games, and also earned NBA All-Rookie honors in 2020. Now, Brandon's agency, Priority Sports, they released a statement on his passing saying, quote, "We are all beyond devastated by the passing of Brandon Clarke. He was so loved by all of us here and everyone whose life he touched. He was the gentlest soul who was the first to be there for all of his friends and his family," end quote. And tonight, the LA County coroner is expected to conduct an autopsy to determine exactly how Clarke died. But again, just 29 years old. A lot of questions remain this hour. But coming up in our next hour, you're actually going to hear from a reporter who covered Clarke both in his college and NBA career. And we'll have more on his life and his legacy coming up at 4 o'clock. But for now, reporting live in Woodland Hills, I'm Jillian Smuckler, KTLA 5 News.
So our condolences goes out to Brandon Clarke and his family, you know what I'm saying? He was an NBA player who played with the Memphis Grizzlies for 7 years. He died at 29. Uh, his death is under investigation, you know what I'm saying? His death is under investigation. They're saying it might be a drug overdose, but they ain't let out no details about it yet. So we're gonna have to wait and see what goes on with that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it just shows that people go through shit, you know what I'm saying? Whether you a NBA star, movie star, rap star, people still go through shit. And you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the boy got the bad end of the stick on this, you know what I'm saying? So I would just like to say, man, you know, if you wasn't raised in that shit in a drug era and raised in around drugs and shit, don't wait till you get a grown ass man and fall victim to that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all bad, man. So like I said, prayer goes out to his family. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see the guy go like that, right? Right. So you know, on another note, something more lighter, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the NBA playoffs, right? So we're in the East Coast finals and the West Coast finals, right? So we got the Spurs going against OKC, right? They playing right now. Right now, the score is 36-29. Spurs up, you know what I'm saying? Second quarter, right? Tomorrow game is going to be Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. That's what I'm waiting for, right? I think it's a more exciting game, but that's just me, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like OKC is going, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna take the Spurs, right? It's probably gonna be a battle, but I feel like OKC gonna take the Spurs and it's definitely gonna be OKC in the championship again. You know what I'm saying? But over there in the East Coast with the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers, I don't know which way that's gonna go, y'all. That's a hard one, right? That's a hard one because they both got firepower, right? You got Towns down low, you got Mobley down low for Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? You got the Beard down there. You got Anunoby down there for New York. So they both, and then you got Jalen Brunson at point guard, right? Jalen Brunson at point guard. You know, then you got Donovan Mitchell for Cleveland point guard. You know what I'm saying? James Harden. You know, it's just a lot going on with that game. So I can't wait to see what goes on and who's gonna pull that one out, right? It's gonna be a good series, right? It's gonna be a good series. Now, as we all know, OKC, as we all know, OKC, you know what I'm saying, they shut out the Lakers. I mean, the Spurs shut out the Lakers, right? Now, OKC shut out the Lakers. OKC shut out the Lakers. It was an easy win for them, you know what I'm saying? And with the Spurs that was facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, which it was a good series. It was a good series, right? But Minnesota just looked down in the last couple games. You know, they looked down in the last couple games, and you know what I'm saying? Randall, I don't want to blame it on Randall, but when you score 3 points or something like that between him and the other guy, like y'all only scored 3 points, and then you gotta hurt Anthony Edwards. Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, you gotta give some kind of effort, right? You gotta give some kind of effort. And they say it was like 8 minutes left in the game. 8 minutes left in the game, right? And Anthony Edwards, you know, he started congratulating the Spurs, right? And they saying it's controversial because they saying that he shouldn't have did that. He should have waited to the end of the game. And I'm thinking to myself, I feel like Anthony Edwards is looking at the Spurs like, you know, congratulations, y'all. Y'all whooping our ass. You know, I should have been on this motherfucking team, right? I should have been on this team. My team suck. They ain't doing shit, right? So I think that's what they come from. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Anthony, it was a statement saying that y'all niggas suck. Let me go and get them their props. But fuck y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't do shit. So Minnesota up out of there. And yeah, man, it's OKC and Spurs now. The Spurs is up right now. You know what I'm saying? Second quarter. So we're gonna see what happened with that, man. And it should be a good series, right? Because we all know Wemby is gonna do his thing, right? Wemby gonna do his thing, and I feel like ain't too many players out there that can hold him. You see what I'm saying? With the size that he got and the ability that he got, like ain't too many players that really can hold him. But let's check out some shit what Cam them had to say about OKC and that, right?
Was a viral moment that you guys both referenced. So there was a point in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes left where Ant-Man went to the bench and he dapped up the Spurs. So his reasoning, he said, at that point, you know you ain't going back in. So I was trying to give them the respect that they deserve. So Cam, do you see that as good sportsmanship, or is that just something that you do not want to see?
I thought that I didn't hear that quote until you just said it just now. At first, I was like, you don't do it that early. Pause. You'll sit there and say, all right, let me wait till the game is over to give him a 5. But I think Ant-Man, if he said that, you know you're not going back in, that he's going to do it, then I kind of understand where he's coming from. But I just think that there was a lot of time left on the clock. We seen crazier things happen where teams could come back. But I think for Ant-Man, he probably, we're not in the court, but he's seen the writing on the wall. And then not only that, he knows how he feels. He knows he's just hyperextended. His other knee was messed up. He was playing on probably 60%, doing as much as he can. But like you just said, Stat, when you have nobody helping you, literally, Julius Randle with 3 points. Not, you talk about Rudy Gobert, no points. 3 rebounds is crazy. Give me 16 rebounds if you're not going to have no points. 3 rebounds is just out of pocket for a big man. He like, these niggas ain't doing nothing tonight. This shit is over. So I get what he did. I would have just waited a little later because it's one of them things, too. If he didn't give him a 5, he's a sucker. You can't win for losing out here. This game, I'm going to go on a limb and say that Cleveland wins this first game just because the Knicks may have a little bit of rust. Even though Cleveland just won a 7-game series and they could be tired from that. And the Knicks, last time we seen them, like I told you, they was looking like some wild dogs. I'm going to give this first game to Cleveland, but I think overall the Knicks win the series and they advance to the championship. Or they should. I'm just giving my expert opinion. The Black Cats still in Madison Square Garden. Until they get it out, it's still in there. But if we're being realistic and we're looking at a head-to-head matchup, Cavs just went 7 games with Detroit. They're tired as fuck. The Knicks have a bunch of energy. And then, like I said, they've been playing very cohesive. It's looking like they really, really know each other. We understand that Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson all went to college together, won championships together, etc. Cats getting in the fold, OGs.
Yeah. So, man, I don't agree with that. I feel like it's definitely probably going to be OKC and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals, right? The reason I say that, man, because Cleveland got a better team than New York, right? Definitely. They got a better team than New York, hands down, you know what I'm saying? And New York might win a couple games, but I don't feel like New York got enough to take it off, right? They definitely don't. Like, it's going to be hard to get past Harden. It's going to be hard to stop Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? To stop the whole team. Like the boy Morrell, and at game 7 with the Pistons, he went off. Now, if anybody should get player of the game, it should be that white boy Morrell because, they saying that Harden this and Mitchell that. But just to be real, if it wasn't for Morrell, them boys, they wouldn't have won that game, right? So definitely taking my hats off to Morrell, and he was clutch in that game. But all in all, Cleveland got a better team than New York. And just like Cam said, the Knicks just got a history of fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they got enough firepower to get past Cleveland. So it's definitely going to be Cleveland and OKC. Now, when it comes to OKC and the Spurs, you can say it's a tough one. But I feel like OKC, they've been there before. You know what I mean? They got the experience and they know what it takes to get to that championship. They're going to do everything it takes. And I also think that Holmgren got Wemby number, right? If everybody been trying to figure Wemby out, but I think Holmgren is the guy that got his number and know how to play him, right? So I think that's gonna be the X factor right there. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. OKC and Cleveland Cavaliers, straight up.